we take this prior day high, I'll be break even. Session highs right here, I'll be break even. Yes, just took prior day high, but I'm looking for it to reach higher liquidity. Really just target 136. Yeah, 136 even for a perfect 1 to 2. I already took one loss today. So this will be my last trade, but I mean, as soon as it takes this high right here, I'll be break even. Yeah, it's just got a really nice close above prior day high, which makes me a little bit more confident. Yes, also has a draw towards two equal, relatively equal prior day highs. Also, the new week opening gap gets filled at 106.50. So, I'll just mark that out for stream. Can honestly move my stop to the actual point of the gap, but as soon as we take the actual session high, I'll be break even. Respectfully, it could still come back to this fair value gap right in here. Honestly, rather take TP for prior day high first. Session highs first. And then I'll move my stop exactly break even. I have a lot of respect within this gap right now. We should run through here. That's the feeling of this new day opening gap. Alright, I'm break even here at the entry is actually exactly the open of this candle, so 68.25. So yeah, hard break even. And we must, oh yeah, I did. 68.25. Actually gonna do 67.25 just to make sure we're exact, pretty much break even. Should respect this gap right here. If price wants to continue, I mean, worst case scenario, we're break even, and I took my one loss in the day and going about my business. And just to show y'all for camera references, I guess I'll show where the gap is at. That's the gap I'm looking for to respect. Hasn't tapped it just yet. But, we'll see what happens here. I guess it's really close to these double highs, so I mean it looks really solid. Also rejected 50% lines up of the new day opening gap, lines up right here at 90.27,000, 90.75 within this gap, which is where we rejected right here. So I'll kind of label that out as well. 27,000 7,090.75. I think we have a pretty good shot at um, seeing prior day high from here. Honestly, just really bad discipline from me this whole week. But this would put me break even on the week, which is insane. It's TP, which it happens, bro. I've never been one to really stress about any of this because at the end of the day, it happens to the best of us. But just really, really struggled this week. I mean, I should be up, so I should have won every day this week, and instead I've lost twice this week and didn't take a trade once this week. So it is what it is. It happens. I'm not gonna let that get discourage me. We got a nice close outside of the New Day opening gap. Should see acceleration through here. Have a really nice order block as well. I figured that out as just to show. And I guess we can get rid of this right here. Get this out as well. It's got a really nice displacement back higher. Um, we'll see if this model wants to continue. If not, it's no big deal. At worst, we'll break even on the day. So, maybe mad at a break even day. Let me get rid of that DRT. We can leave a gap here, that'd be really nice, which we just did. And I'll kind of show that too. We have a gap with the order block. So if it wants to test this gap, that's perfectly fine with me. If not, then go ahead and just run. All right, we're just gonna extend this right because I can't be bothered to zoom in again. Only reason I haven't TP'd yet is because my 1 to 2 has not been met. We've already respected a gap. The gap we tapped right around here. Displaced higher with the order block, another gap. So our stop is also lies inside of a breaker block too. So low 54.75, low is 54. Yeah, so we're break even. 50% of the breaker, which I would label as this right here, but I kind of really want to just label it like right there. 50% is right here. Just, I guess, show more. I kind of get rid of it. Well, fuck that. I'm going to just, yeah, there. Yes, it's a really good draw. I think, in my opinion, we respected this DRT so many times right here. Yeah, we have all these equal lows at the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like 8. Pretty much really solid 4 equal lows, which a lot of people will probably think the market wants to draw there, but you kind of got to think most of my losses, or two of my losses this week came from literally not respecting the DRT, and it happens. I can't be mad at it at the same time, but it's really annoying when you kind of know what you want, like what you're doing. Really, 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 really frustrating. I'll tell you that. But if we do hit TP right here, I'll be break even on the week. Um, Bounced off 50% of this order block inside this gap too. Have a volume imbalance right in here as well. Could see the market, could see price wanna run off that, but we'll see what happens. I really think the market does want to draw back to that Friday high because ES has these equal highs right here, and that's really making me feel really good about this trade. Also, we just put in a bullish SMT at this low at 1059 right here. ES has already taken this low. But yeah, break even for me for sure. Not mad at that. Expecting the upper 25% or 75% of this order block right now. Got a lot of wicks and closes right at it. Closed on the actual NQ. This is MEQ, so the actual NQ chart we closed here, here, and then we wicked it twice right now, even on this candle that we're on. So we should see acceleration all the way up to that TP. And only entered there because my original entry was actually down here, like a little bit further down here, but we had continuation through um, pretty much three of my really solid DRTs, which I really liked. Well, actually, two DRTs that I really liked. This session's DRT, which is pretty much the session high, the session low of this range that we've been in this morning. And also 75% of the range from my smallest range, despite the range we put in today, obviously. But looks really good. I also had a deviation level inside that gap. I entered that too, so it wasn't the original entry gap, but it was valid enough for me to take. He is kind of struggling right here. Just actually returned its first gap yet off of taking prior to high. So if we want to move higher, I think we'll see it right here. And it really, it's got a nice reaction now touching this gap. Touched the upper quartile level of that gap to a T. So either if ES takes prior day high first, or this old prior day high first, and NQ doesn't, then I'm gonna close my position there. This market returns 25% or 75% after tracing. We might get stopped out, but it might continue from there. 76.75 is the level. And I'll go ahead and get rid of all of this right here. Might manipulate this low right here to see liquidity. I'd rather just stay open though for the bullish SMT, but going off what I'm seeing right now, we just gotta close below 50% and 75% of this order block. We're just at kind of had a displacement right there too, so there's no fair value gap, which is a good thing, which is a really good sign. Just didn't really want to see. Yes, it's also tapped into a 5-minute. We also just tapped into a 5-minute, literally at this low. So we can see displacement above these highs right here. That shit look pretty damn good. Straight to Friday high. Completely have just disrespected that breaker as well. can get a close above these two equal highs, that looks really good. Really great close. We should run right here. Um, NQ is a lot closer to taking TP than ES, so I'm not gonna move. I'm not gonna close early or anything. NQ might hit it before M and Q though. Just got to be ready for that, but we'll see in a second if it does or doesn't. I'd honestly love to see this gap stay open right here. Really great bullish SMT right here. Really good bullish SMT. Honestly want to move my stop to that low, but I really don't ever do that for real. What would that be? 200? Yeah, not really gonna do that. Yeah, it's got a nice close above this order block. I'd honestly love to see this lower gap stay open. If we can form this second gap right here. We're about 7 points from TP right here. This is probably the worst part about trading. If you're up in a position and then you get in TP edged, we were 7 points exactly from taking TP right here. Just touch this upper gap. I'd like to see this gap stay open right here. Like the reaction so far. Just really need this candle to flip and TP is smashed. Really great candle right here. Can I see it flip around? Can we see it flip once? One time? Maybe? Damn, not even one time. See if it does it right here. Damn, TP Edge is literally the worst. This is the worst part about trading, and I will say that till the day I die. We were 7 points from TP right here. Come on, give it to us right here. Get above that candle right there, buddy. Yeah, it's just tap this lower gap as well as respecting this upper gap. I want to see it happen right here. Yeah, this is closing right at 50% of this order block at 11 a.m. Mm. It's still holding this upper gap on ES. Just touch that gap again right there. This kind of looks really good right here. ES gotta move though. It's like really stuck at this order block right here. Honestly, I mean, I don't think it can stay there all day if NQ fucking just go ahead and hit TP right here. That'd be fucking amazing. Do it right here. No, wait, right? ES is really stuck at 50% in this OB. We don't hit TP right here. This might be the crazy shit I've seen. We left a 5 minute fair value gap right here. We just tapped into. Wow, this is like fucking insane to me. This is in fucking insane. Oh my god. All right, let's see. Got a breaker right here. I mean, I'm really taking everything off my chart right now. Don't really care to see anything at this point. I just need to see a TP get smashed. Expecting the breaker so far. ES is touching the original gap off of taking prior day high. After taking prior day high. We gotta inverse this bearish gap right here. Should get inversed. I like this reaction of ES, if anything. We gotta get over this, close over 50% of this order block. Just tapped it again to the T. Nice close on ES. Really nice close right there. I want to see it go off this 50% right here. See this TP get smashed. We are 4 points from TP. TP smashed right there. All right, I'm off this.